Turbo Turnip Time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo Turnip Time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo Turnip Time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now.
Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. And we are back on this Thursday, which is Friday Eve. 5 more days until the Turbo Day, Turbo Birthday, Turbo Appreciation Day, Turbo. I think it was Operation Turbo Day. Still trying to remember what the actual meeting or AMA name is. I think it is Turbo Day. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to run with. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing, and subscribing and super chat. And I did flip the thing so you could see the shirt. Turbo Turn Up Time. And actually, I was in early and the price of Turbo was up 12%. I should have took a screenshot. Looks like it was going to run, but now it appears the price of Turbo has went back down. Let me turn on the spotlight so we can see the screen share, actually. But don't forget to share, and subscribe, and super chat. I wonder if the super chat's even working. I haven't got a super chat in a minute. Just trying to keep the lights on Turbo Toad Central and the BTM Crypto News Network. So let's see. What is your Turbo exit plan? Who is this? Marty? Exit plan is a good question. And I plan to sell some once it gets to 1 cent and sell an additional 20% if it gets to 50 cents and keep the remaining. I guess that leaves us with 70% until it crosses over $1. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you for bringing that up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, toads and tadpoles. Make sure you plan for what to do when Turbo does pump, or if Turbo has a legitimate run up, where you plan to get out at, or at least have a plan. So make sure you're creating a plan now. Don't wait until it's late and miss the pump or continue to hold. Mahadi, 3 cents would be a good exit, but you want to make sure you have a plan in case it doesn't reach 10 cent, right? 3 cent, right? You got to make sure you scale up. So you're planning to sell everything at 3 cents, which is pretty good, but you got to make sure. So this is the bubbles. It's weird. I just seen Turbo. It's in here somewhere. I thought it's weird. If we can pull it back up. Here we go. So it's a 0% change because earlier it was up 12%, I think, 10% something, and now it is 0. So it doesn't show up, which is weird. It didn't show up on the bubbles. So Arts Block is up 8%. Brett is up 7.4%. FTT is up 14. Chewy is up 11. Touch. AI Tech is up 13. Quant's up 2.6. Cardano ADA is up 2.7. Toshi is up. What is this? 5.3. Ondo's up 5%. Fleet is up 10. Swarms is up 1.1. ZBCN, I should make a ZBCN video today as well, is up 11.3. Ingest is up 5.7. Airdrome Finance is up 12.9. Let me know if you guys want to add anything to our tracker. GigaChat's up 5.6. Tao's up 3.2. Hence up 2.2. HBar's up 1.4. It's all that's up at the moment. Caspa's up 1%. So moving forward, this is the scan for Turbo. I actually ran across another one. I got to find the link. I thought I saved it. I was sending it to somebody, but it didn't save the link. For some reason, when you copy and paste, sometimes it copies the link and sometimes it copies the words. So I'm not 100% sure why it copies the words because it's kind of a waste, right? Why would I want to copy the words on a link? But this is 52,529 holders. So we're up 0.084 actually. So we are getting more holders. I think we're at 53,520 something yesterday. Now we're up to, I think it was 300 maybe. 53,320. Now we're up to 53,529. I will sell all of my turbo at 3 cents. You think that's a good strategy? Depends on how much turbo you have. But I mean, I can't be mad if you take profits, right? But just don't hold it too long. And I wouldn't sell too early. Not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But I would sell some. And what if it goes up, right? What if you sold it at 3 cents and it goes up to 50 cents, right? Again, it's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes because I don't know what turbo will get to. So selling it at 3 cents or holding it to 50 cents, only the future will tell. And I don't have my crystal ball. So I don't know what price will get to, but just make sure you have a plan and stick to your plan, right? If selling at 3 cents works for you, as long as you have a plan, hey, more power to you. Both stats. 76 total accounts. Total transfers 164. Total addresses is still 313, representing the D, representing Detroit 313. Total tokens is 44. Total blocks is 28 or 12.8. I don't know if this number is moving or not. That's what I was trying to figure out. Total transactions is 3,441. I'm to think. Total contracts is 49. Verified contracts is 36. I know those numbers didn't change. And I want to think. Sorry, I got something in my tooth. I need to write that number down. I'm trying to see if this number is changing. This total blocks. Let me see. 12.825 Milwan, right? On the Milwan. So let's see here. Moving forward. This is meme coins. Currently, Turbo is number 13, right under Pudgy Penguin. 351.2 million, which is millions. So we flip Popcoin, Chims. Oh wow, we're above Coin. Okay, I see it. Captain Dog's World, not coin slips down. Snakes down also. Baby Dodge above Giga Chad, AIZ 16, LZ 16. That's weird. Toshi, Peanut Dog Lawn, Mars. So currently Turbo is 13. Got to get up to 500 million market cap. I mentioned that earlier. If we could cross the 500 million market cap, we would be right under Brett. I don't see us flipping Brett at 543 million, but it's possible. But that's a lot, right? We've already came all the way from, I think we were somewhere here, somewhere right, 125, 27, somewhere maybe 127 mil. So we've almost, was it 150 maybe? We almost doubled our market cap this week. So that is a good thing. And I told you guys, just continue to diamond hand. What up, Alfred? What's going on, player? Welcome, fam. So let's see here. Let me check the numbers, see what we're at. Can we sort by 24 hours? Oh, we can. So Turbo is, that's weird. Oh, it's higher than that, actually. The Turbo is, oh, wow, 0.34% up, 316 million, 316.3 million. Let's see if we can go back by cap. So that puts Turbo at, that's weird. I thought we were above top cap. We're still in the top 15, and we're right under PopCap. PopCap must have came up slightly. Either way it goes, I guess we'll go over to Twitter, see what's going on the Twitter feed. All right, going over to the Twitter feed. Look the bubbles. Look at Turbo. Okay. So again, this was yesterday. Today we are 5 days, people. 5 days away from Turbo Day, which is 4/29, 2025. Where I get 5 from? 2025, which is Tuesday. This coming Tuesday will be the Turbo Day. Make sure you tell a friend. Make sure you guys show up for the AMAs and the lives or the live streams. I'm still trying to figure out what format. I think we're going to do AMAs. And then from the AMA, I guess we can switch over to a live stream. You know, I'm definitely going to do it at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I might try to squeeze one in earlier, but we'll see. Shout out to Sammy. Please watch this awesome video by Matt. And I think I do have this video from Matt somewhere. I thought I had it, actually. It's weird. Okay, yeah, here it is. So we'll click to that in a minute. We're off. Off we go again. Turbo's undefeated. Shout out to Peg Leg Wally. Load the toe before we're back to all-time highs. Turbo toe token, turbo crypto. Yeah. So we were I thought we were up like 12%, 15% earlier today, but it looks like we pulled back. That's what we didn't look at. We didn't look at trading view. So this is Mustad, I guess. Turbo's gaining serious momentum. Early holders already seeing major gains. Don't miss your chance to ride this explosive trend. The future of this powerful meme coin looks incredible. Let's go back here. So this is the 15-minute chart. The MACD crossed and we're losing volume on the 15. Looks like we were up. We went over 005 this morning, and we had 2 green candles on the 15-minute chart. on the 5-minute chart. So you can see here we did have volume build. We had a MACD cross and we lost volume. So then that was 15 on the 1-hour chart. It shows the volume was down. MACD cross, volume building, but we're coming down in price on the hour. And we'll check the 4-hour. 4 hours, so yeah, 4 hour just shows green. We popped above 0.005, pushing up to 0.006. And the MACD is open. Let me see if we can add the RSI indicator. RSI indicator is showing bullish. Anything above 70, we're way above actually. Anything above 70 is very bullish, right? So we're at 78, 79 for the RSI base moving average, and regular RSI is right at 70. Got a green candle, a couple green candles on the 4-hour chart. Go back to the hour chart. Looks like we're below. RSI is way down, and RSI base moving average is in the 50s, so it is low on the 15. We're going to check the 15-minute chart. It's also down on the 15-minute chart. Base RSI is kind of flat though, which is strange. On the 15, we'll see what's happening on the 5. On the 5-minute chart, it is way down. So don't expect a major pump unless this RSI comes back up. Starting my stacking again of turbo. Yeah, me too. I'm picking it up. Well, actually, I'm waiting for a dip. And if it does dip down, I'm going to pick up as much as possible and hold on. This is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. So let's see what we got in the chat. So moving forward, this is, oh man, what the freak? What the freak? Okay, that's weird. I don't know 100% what happened there. But moving forward, we are, who's that guy? Actually working another machine on the side. So, a Peg Leg Wally, that was that guy. Turbinator, all eyes on Turbo, Turbo Toad on a mission. Toady Monster likes this. A double smile day. Oh, I does have 2 smiles. Interesting. Smoking hot today also. Best coin out here. Turbo was up 20%. That's what I thought. I'm not tripping. I knew it was up today. But again, it did come back down. Shout out to Turbo. I saw earlier this week we're on a mission to drop zeros on our way to the top. We don't stop. Are you not entertained? Are you entertained? I think that's the gladiator. Are you entertained? I thought that was kind of funny, but I guess not. So we will see. This is the Guardian. And I think I checked this out before. Um, did check this out before. So the Guardian saying the token highlight of the day is Turbo. Just a few days ago, Turbo broke its downtrend from the 1.6 fib level and had a massive expansion with volume to match it. Turbo's currently doing 380, like 380, 338 Milwan daily volume on the central exchanges. Depending on where ETH goes, we could see a wide range of prices as the cycle top. Bullish cases, though, would likely see Turbo near or at the 2.618 fib, 8,238% increase. The main one catalyst left that we seem to be waiting is Robinhood. Maybe that will take us there. Bullish things are coming. So definitely bullish on the Toad, the Turbo Toad. The turbo toe turn up. Let's go. But as he mentioned, right, we are waiting on Robinhood. I think Robinhood is the catalyst that sends turbo to the moon, like straight rocket form, straight bull market all the way live. Uh, Altcoin super rally. But I think that these guys are waiting, right? They don't want to release too early and don't get their money. So they want to make sure it's pumping and it keeps pumping. I think you feel a lot better if you buy turbo instead, Alex. Okay, what is Alex talking about? About a massive amount of Cardano at lows. Yeah, that's enough for me just to keep moving. Thanks, but no thanks. And having the turbo toad makes all things possible. Shout out to my main man, Black Widow Phantom. Definitely appreciate that when we're buying Lambos. Um, Toad on a mission, turbo time, turbo turn up time, Turbinator. Put the turn up in there, but it's still all good. Let's see what you're replying to. Replying to Turbo Toad being up. Perspectives, everything. Turbo's best performer out of 100 coins. Turbo's community has been building even while being down 60% for months. No other community has this committed and strong. Shout out to us, Turbo Toad. I called Turbo being the next shit a year ago. Shout out to Crypto Chan, I guess that was. This is Turbinator 2, and yet Turbo is on a mission. And I like this image, right? I was going to use that. Okay, this is Whale Satoshi. Which meme coin has the strongest community? And we're losing the baby Dodge? Shut the front door. I suspect there might be some foul play going on here or some fake voting. Why are we down to baby Dodge? Can't be real. Okay, I do have 2.7 million though. So I mean, come on, guys. But definitely get your votes in. I think there is 8 hours left to vote, but we can do it. What is this whale Satoshi though? All these guys for more updates. 14 minutes ago. Is this saying Binance chain? I don't know any of these. What is Toad? See, we got these fake coins. They're just confusing normies, man. Which meme coin do you like best? Baby Dodge. Which Solana meme coin? So we're not in this one either. Trying to see, but we're not. Let me go back to the real crypto BTM Crypto News Network. Stop wasting time. J Boss Turbo is the future. Definitely. Even though they promised us on Black to the I was telling my daughter that we're watching Back to the Future. They promised us flying cars in 2025, right? It is 2025 and we still don't have flying cars. The best we got is electric Tesla cars, which is very disappointing technologically, right? I thought we'd be flying cars and having spacesuits and rockets by now, but we are still landlocked. Um, not as community. What is this? Top community. Insane volume spikes, relentless community hype. Relentless. It's one of the main things these guys are talking about. No stopping turbo. Shout out to Sid Jackson. Ain't no stopping us, guys. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. And hit your main man up with a super chat, right? Just trying to keep the lights on here. But continue to share and definitely try to get the word out about Turbo Day coming up Tuesday. What is this, March? April 29th, right? April. I'm tripping. Time is moving, bro. Time waits for no man. Um, this is Turbo is built by the community. Cloud Bricks best community. I don't like that weird Turbo's community. Turbo, actually. Sid Jackson. Turbo's on a mission. Boldly go. Captain share meme coin. See what he's talking about or what you're replying to. Yeah, okay. This is meme coin token. Solana with more volume. Turbo. Meme coins in Solana with more volume. This is why I'm bullish on Fred. What? What does this have to do with Turbo? Official Trump coin. Oh wow, 775 million yesterday. See out there, Turbo turn up. What up, Bernard? Where you been, brother? Let me see here. Turbo didn't come to play, but somehow we won everything anyway. Accepting this award on behalf of the legendary Toad out there. Okay. Not sure what the reward is. Turbo to the top. Turbo is king. King of Mr. Coin. Altcoins. I'm tripping. Which crypto project will make you a millionaire? So we got Trump, get Trump memes, Turbo Toad, and Brett. What does get Trump memes? Weird. Um, missing 5-star Turbo. There's a geometry in music, a rhythm in math, and Turbo sits at that intersection. A toad, yes, but one whispering the language of the cosmos. Bro, Turbo is number one. We all know coins to buy for biggest gains. Also, ETF at 1 billion, right? Tootle Capital. What's this guy's Tootle? And how come he hasn't responded? I've seen a lot of people posting to him, and I have not seen him say nothing. Love your videos, BTM. The best are the Turbo Diamond Hand gloves. Well, thank you, Bernard. And as you mentioned, I gotta bring the glove out, right? I've been slipping on the glove. I thought people hate the glove, but you guys talk about the glove so much, even though the glove appears to be shrinking, which is weird. But Diamond Hand, guys, Diamond Hand, continue to hold and keep Turbo pumping. Not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Let's go, PTM. It's Turbo season. Shout out to the Roaring Toady. Let's go. Turbo Wild. If the 21 MA crosses 200 on the daily by May 3rd, Turbo will go parabolic. Ball out. So ball out till you fall out. What is up? So baller you. Turbo perpetuals close 50x. I am Turbo. You are Turbo. We are Turbo. Keep grinding, Turbo fam. So shout out to the Turbo Toad community, the Turbo Toad Warriors, and Turbo Turn Up Time. Yes, there are the gloves. Yep, we got a handy, bro. Let's see here. Turbo is currently going parabolic. Look at the volume. Turbo is leaving all other meme coins in the dust. In the dust. With Popcat, Putty Penguin, even Bonk has only 332 million. Shib has 330 million. Volume Turbo half has half the volume of Pepe at a fraction of the market cap. Turbo is a blue chip in the making. Oh, we knew that, right? was not a shocker to anyone. Okay, I see what you're saying here. Turbo has 775 mil won in volume versus Dog with a Hat only has 436 million. Uh, Pudgy Penguin has 251 million. Popcat has 281 million. I guess that was it. Turbo's making history with all of you. Turbo will engrave its legacy. Weird. Anybody know what this says in Latin behind this guy? Quote, Vida. Thank you, Bernard, for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thanks for all your hard turbo work. Appreciate that. Fam, that's actually nice to know. This is KT. I'll leave it here. Shout out to Matt and the entire turbo community. Big things coming. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna play that video in a second. It's going through X. Top gainers. Meme coin madness continues. Nero still leading the pack with wild 69% gains, living up to his name with a strong 55% boost. Linsanity, shout out to Linsanity. 78 days of relentlessly pushing turbo. This isn't stopping until we smash the multi-billion-dollar market cap. For cheesy. Oh, it is time of the year again. I love it. I'm a big fan of barbecues, you and me both, because the kid likes to eat, bro. And I was actually barbecuing last week for Easter and hanging out with fam and friends. Turbo also seems to enjoy. Who else is with us? Let him cook. The little grill master. I see you. What are you cooking? What is that? Guess those are ribs? I don't know. Nice little grill, though. So I prefer chocolate. Charcoal over electric doesn't really matter to me as long as it's meat and it's cooked, right? But electrics, I mean, I'm tripping. Charcoal over gas, but I guess gas is cleaner and easier to work with because charcoal is not the easiest to do. But I'm starting to get the hang of it. Moving on. The win. No, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Turbo is more than just a meme coin. It's a movement in crypto. World starving for the future together. With combined strength, a strong community, and an unwavering belief, there's only one direction up. Together, we're making history. Together, we can, guys. Continue to hold and I guess keep climbing. Update. Turbo is getting ready for another bullish wave. Expected 200% gain with this move. Okay. Alice Crypto. Quantum, a sin. It's turbo time. Alt season targets conservative 0.03. Primary 0.05. I did the math. Are we past 0.03 now? Oh, so that's 3 cents. Okay. I see you out here. Uh, let's see here. What is it? Live coin watch. So now we're at 0.004. So he said 0.0. So 3 cents, I think he's saying. He's saying 3 cents to 5 cents. When Turbo hands you the sword, not for battle, it's for freedom. Wield it wisely. Legends in the making. Let me get that song. Just where legends are made. Have that playing in the background. Although they're probably hit me up with a dang copyright infringement as usual. So I need to stay away from that. This is the Roaring Toady. What up? Hey, Topper, before I forget, on April 29th, we're going to be Epic Turbo Party. If you haven't been invited yet, consider this your official invite. I believe to see you in action that day. Our DMs are always open for you. Let's rock the show. So shout out to the Roaring Toady. I can know it's just the Roaring Toady and Turbo Day, April 29th. So I don't know. Something in my eye. Oh man. The allergies or something. I don't know what's going on today. Okay. Did this already. Baby Dodge is taken away. So get out and vote on this whale Satoshi. It's his peg leg wallet. April 29th, Turbo has a birthday. Celebrate the best meme coin in the crypto space. Turbo token has already made many people rich, but you can be added to this list if you load the Toad April 29th, join the fun. Get yourself a bag of Turbo before we make a new all-time high. Hey buddy, Toad on a mission. That is Terminator replying to this post from yesterday. So shout out to Terminator and let him cook. That's what I'm talking about. Let him cook. There's also Terminator replying, nice. Let's roll Turbo Toad on a mission. That is Turbo in 20th place. I think we're currently in that is the 14th place. Pulling back up on Popcat. Turbo's down 2.8%. Uh, uh, okay, this is Terminator again. Turbo time. I like the jeweled out toads there. Turbo time flying 80%, 176% in the past week. Turbo will met faces. I think these are from yesterday. I think he's saying Yog. Not even sure what Yog is. But yeah, these are from yesterday. Nothing pumps like Turbo. Nothing. Be clear about this. Turbo track record is undisputed when he makes moves. As I was saying, for sure, Matt. Let's go Turbo making moves again. I think these are from yesterday. I've been waiting for these prices for a long time. I don't plan on selling. This is Black Widow Phantom Turbo Day 4/29/25. So let's go to some videos. This is a short.
$1,800 and Turbo is flying. Yesterday, it was up over 94%. So I hope you bought the dip because now it's ripping towards that 1 cent region again. Fast. Turbo isn't just another meme coin. It was fair launched, created using ChatGPT, and backed by a relentless cult-like community on X. And guess what? Ethereum hasn't even hit a new all-time high yet. But once it does, get ready. Meme coins like Turbo are going to have legendary green candles. I believe Turbo can easily reclaim its all-time high of 0.015 cents. And from there, 5 to 10 cents isn't crazy. Turbo is still under a 1 billion market cap. It's early. It's loud. It's bullish. Ethereum just broke $1,800 and Turbo is flying. Yesterday, it was up over 94%. So I hope you bought the dip because
So that was a quick short about Turbo and buying the dip. I just realized the volume was kind of low, but we're going to finally get to Matt's video here. Is this Matt? Matt will be one of the co-hosts of the Turbo Day AMA. So shout out to Matt and the Turbo Toe community. And let's see what he has to say real quick.
Want to hear why I think that is as well as what Turbo has got going on, then yeah, make sure you stick around to the end of the video. Cheers, legends. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps that algorithm and helps get more Toad content out there to the masses. All right, legends, let's get straight into it. First up, really quick look at Bitcoin, because as you would know, Bitcoin is super important. And if you want to follow the markets, you really need to track what Bitcoin is doing. When Bitcoin goes up, it largely drags the markets up. So it is super important to keep an eye on Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin was in a descending channel. Now we did have a trend break, which was great. And then we had a period of accumulation over about a week or so before we broke out. Now we broke out pretty violently. So from our lows, we went up 27%, which for Bitcoin is absolutely huge. Now we punched through a couple of key levels that I was looking at. So 87K and then 90K. But yeah, as long as we're holding above 87K, then I am still in the super bullish camp. Next key level we're looking at is coming up from this initial range here. So we have just broken back into this range. Now, next key level is that 98,000, and then we are up to that 106,000 before going to all-time highs. Now, Ethereum still hasn't really moved, although Ethereum looks like it is flirting with a break of trend. So, much like Bitcoin when we were looking at it, after we did break out of this trend, we had a fairly parabolic run up. Now, Ethereum is threatening to do the same thing. Now, when Ethereum does break out, if Ethereum does break out, that is when we're going to see a parabolic run up of altcoins. We still haven't had that yet. Bitcoin dominance hasn't broken down yet. So yeah, we still have a lot to be excited about in the market, but keep a keen eye on Ethereum, as when Ethereum starts cooking, it's going to be super bullish for altcoins and meme coins such as Turbo. So you can see that Turbo from its lows had a 350% gain. And over the space of just 2 days, we put in a 164% candle. Now we have retraced a little bit of that, but I have a couple of key levels to look out for with Turbo. Light gray area is kind of like our greater support zone. So ideally would love to stay in this, and I feel comfortable bidding Turbo really anywhere in this range. However, this dark gray box is my kind of higher confidence zone. So if we were to get a deviation down into this area, that is kind of something that I would bid with a higher confidence. Now, two of my really key levels, one at 28,021. We'd love to hold above this range. And really our key one to hold above is we kind of need to hold above that 0021 level. Below that starts being bearish price action. Turbo has been absolutely cooking, outperforming the market. And it's really not hard to see why when you have a think about what Turbo is doing. Turbo has the first mover advantage, being the first meme coin made by AI. Now, from the genesis of Turbo, Rhett, the creator, stated multiple times that it's a community project. And although he created it with the help of ChatGPT, it's a project for the community. And you can have a look at its contract being revoked and there being no backdoors or buy/sell tag. And they take it one step further than most community projects. They have no team. They have multiple different sub teams within Turbo that all kind of work for their bag. So it is the community working together to create more content and further Turbo. And because there is no team, there is no like 8-hour workday, it is a global movement of different people from around the world. It is multi-country, multi-language. Turbo has grown at an absolutely insane pace. They also have a heavy emphasis on AI, which I think also really helps them. So through their partnerships, they have AI meme coin generation software where you can make Turbo content with just a quick prompt. And I do think the using of AI really helps to level that playing field. It reduces the barrier between people who want to be active community members and people that are talented on the blockchain. They also have crazy large partnerships. So they've partnered with Near. And if you didn't know, Turbo Chain was built using Near Protocol's native EVM layer, Aurora. This is the layer 1 of Turbo. So this allows development on top of Turbo Chain. And not only are they doing some pretty cool stuff in the AI and meme coin space, but they have one of the hardest working communities out there. I've chatted to multiple people that are highly involved community members in Turbo, and not only are they super motivated and driven, but they're just genuinely nice people. They are great and refreshing to be around. Even when Turbo is bleeding for a large period of time, these are optimistic, lighthearted, fun people that I genuinely think if we met in the real world, I would want to hang out with. They're my kind of people. I was invited to join a Spaces to talk about Turbo on Mexi the other day, a few 100,000 subscribers. So it was an awesome opportunity. I was there talking with Black Tiger Miner. So really great guys. And yeah, I'd highly recommend checking out the Spaces.
So one of the cool things about Turbo Chain, the L1, the blockchain that Turbo has created on here, is that all of the gas fees that are going to be paid are paid in Turbo tokens. Because of the gas fees being paid in Turbo, those are then burned. That means there is like a deflationary burn mechanism in process. So the more tokens that are burned, the less there are in supply. So the more valuable each Turbo token is. So the more people that use Turbo and the bigger the Turbo grows, the less Turbo is going to be in circulation, and that's going to help with sustainability and price growth in Turbo.
Yeah, so anyway, I'll pause it there. But a lot of what we talked about in Turbo was why is Turbo so damn bullish? I think it was a pretty great Spaces. I mean, I'm probably biased as I was speaking there. BTM had some awesome points. Funny guy as well. As for the specific reason why Turbo is pumping, well, is it because their birthday is coming up? Turbo turns 2 on the 29th. Now I'm going to be involved in something that they're doing on Twitter. I'm pretty excited about it. I feel pretty privileged to be able to be a part of that. So is it because it's the birthday toad? Who knows? Is it because they've got multiple different exchange listings? Is it because the market is finally seeing value in the first mover AI meme coin? That is also a damn cute toad. Is it because there are multiple people that are unwavering in their faith about Turbo? Is it also because we've had a long-term trend break and then after a period of consolidation, a little reclaim followed by some bullish macro news? Is it simply because the market is starting to see value in something that was so clearly oversold? Turbo was down over 90%. Over 90%. I think the market is starting to see a little bit of value in Turbo. For me, really excited in what Turbo is doing. Super excited to be a part of Turbo turning 2 as well on the 29th of April. Make sure you follow him on X. Make sure you follow me on X as well. Also, something else I wanted to throw in there, as for me personally, what I get excited about is hearing the conviction in people from all around the world. So yeah, I hosted a meme coin Spaces and I was lucky enough to have absolute legend in KT come up and talk to me about Turbo. So yeah, I'm going to play the conversation that we had, but yeah, I really want you just to listen to the voice of KT. And then after that, you tell me how you can not be bullish on the toad.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm KT. I'm a community member from Turbo. So happy Easter, everybody who is celebrating. Happy Sunday Fun Day. What makes me bullish is that we have one of the best communities and most active communities in all of the space, period. We always do like community driven activities. We are basically just a movement of people who are like actively supporting each other like every single day, from, you know, YouTubers to artists to musicians, developers, you name it. We're just basically working to put Turbo everywhere. In the future, we're trying to put it in books, games, like literally anything that we can do to make it, you know, make the space stronger. That is what we're doing. So even with the whole trade war and the price impact on crypto, this community is literally unstoppable. Like that really makes me proud. Another thing that I love about it is we built the first AI meme coin blockchain ever. Right. And it has a deflationary mechanism. So I think there's only like 8 meme coins that are both listed on Binance and Coinbase, and Turbo's right there alongside with these names like Pepe, Shiba, Doge. So I'll just let that speak for itself. It is Ethereum based, but we do have a Solana wormhole. So for any Solana degens, the Turbo Toad Nation is definitely calling your name. We're active. We're always out here. We're doing polls. We go over current events. We get people's thoughts. And we are first class raters. We're out here on everybody's posts. We've had responses from a lot of people, including Elon Musk. Elon Musk had a good laugh at some of our memes before. So it's always good to get interaction from people like that, obviously. And the goal is really just to keep building. We're just building. We're trying to keep the collaborations going, keep finding new partners, keep expanding. We do have over 120 exchanges already, which is like seems impossible, but that's what we do. And we're just forming more partnerships and basically also trying to strengthen our existing relationships with these exchanges. So usually with a lot of these coins, once they get listed, that's pretty much it. And they just like go from there and that's done. But we actually come back and we'll keep doing stuff with them just so that they know that we appreciate them, and it really just makes it better for the long run. So yeah, with that being said, like I said, our second birthday is on the 29th of this month. So no spoilers there, but look out for some dope stuff, guys. Do your research on Turbo. It is the #1 community. Again, thank you, Matt. I appreciate you for letting me come up and show my favorite coin in the whole world. And yeah, best of luck to all of you other community members. It's good to see you guys. And I'll see you guys in the trenches. So run it back, man. Run it back.
Cheers, legend. I appreciate you so much for coming on. And one of the reasons that I love having these posts is I love hearing all the different voices from around the world. And I'm sure you can hear it in KT's voice. He's just a guy that loves being involved in the Turbo community. And that's one of the things that I do like about a community. It is to be. It's a fun space to hang out. A lot of people all working for their bags. And yeah, it's just a very positive place.
Yeah, so anyway, that is KT, absolute legend. Loved having him on. I love hearing the conviction in people's voices. Also, give KT a follow. Absolute legend, absolute Turbo community heroes. And it was an absolute pleasure having him on. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up. Just a quick one for me today. Also, once again, sorry for my absence, legends. I'm definitely back bullish. And yeah, keen to cook up some more Turbo content with you all. Cheers, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
So thanks for that update, Matt. And look forward to hearing from you guys on Tuesday on Turbo Day. Awesome channel. Keep up the good work, brother, from Yellowknife Canada. What up, Ken? I saw your message yesterday. I just ended too quick. I didn't get time to shout you out, but thanks for joining. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and help get the word out about Turbo. And where exactly is Yellowknife Canada?
So what is up?
Not that I'm crazy familiar with Canada, but sounds pretty interesting. Yellowknife Canada. But shout out to Ken and thanks for joining. Moving forward, this is my main man, Wolf Magnet Hub. Let's see what he has to say about Turbo going crazy. I think this is from yesterday.
Turbo fam, we are absolutely killing it in the market right now. The charts are looking absolutely crazy when the market isn't doing too much. Turbo is absolutely killing it. So we're going to be taking a look at what Turbo is doing, what's been happening, and what is going to happen with Turbo as well. Again, we have been calling this move before it even happened. We called it the breakout. And if you do want to stay updated on more videos like this on Turbo and many other meme coins, do make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Drop a comment down below on what you think about Turbo, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So let's get right into the video and head over to our screen. So we're over at our screen, and weekly we're looking at Turbo up more than 150%, which is absolutely crazy. Just today it is up more than 25%, which is really, really good as well. Our market cap is almost at $300 million, and our volume is again absolutely crazy, $735 million in volume. Also up more than 147% from yesterday, and the volume to market cap ratio is absolutely diabolical. it's 251%. Our volume has been killing it recently, and we can see it's going back to the prime days where we used to get like 863, like we can see right here, $863 million of volume. And today we could see $700 million. Yesterday we did 783, and now we are also doing 735. So our volume has absolutely been killing it recently. If we look at Turbo on the big chart, and we could see it is absolutely looking like crazy. So if we just zoom out a bit, we could see we are sitting almost at about $300 million. And we did a breakout from this range that we were taking a look at this pattern right here, and we can see it just bounced off from this range that we were looking at, which was a crucial support range for Turbo in the past. And we could see it had hit this range a couple of times before that, and it bounced right from the top of this range. And when it did a breakout, we did make a video right here. We could see we called it out. We said it did a breakout and it will be exploding soon. And right after that video, we could see it went absolutely crazy. Even after that video, it did more than a 2x, 146%. And from that breakout, from the low, it did more than 221%, which is absolutely crazy. And it still has a lot more to go. And we can see it has broken above this these two ranges, just zoomed past, and we have possibly even greater numbers coming very soon. Obviously, it will retrace a bit because it has just gone crazy, but again, it will continue to go crazy after it kind of retraces a little bit. That's the best bet that we could make right now. But again, doing really, really good. Hopefully, it keeps this up so we can get the best out of Turbo. It's coming back. I see the community coming back, the volumes coming back, and everything is doing really, really good with Turbo right now. And we could see 91% community is positive. Turbo is making so many people rich this year. First AI created meme coin, 100% community driven, available on over 120 exchanges, available on Coinbase and Binance, powered by Turbo Chain and Turbo Swap, and 69 billion total circulation. So all of these kind of points are definitely huge things for Turbo. We could see all targets hit. We could look at how beautiful the chart is doing. 100 in profit, 100% plus profit in just 4 hours with 5x leverage. It's 20%, 22% up. I was expecting 70%, but Turbo went more than 150% within a few days. This is how crypto can recover. And again, even if we look at what the market is doing there, it's not doing too much. It's only up around 0.45%. Bitcoin up around 0.3%, and almost all of these coins are doing nothing. They did really good yesterday, but today they've been settling down, whereas Turbo is really showing it out. It's up around 20%, and just today and the past few days, it's been really, really pumping. And we can obviously see the result of that, our crazy breakout that we did actually call even before it happened. So do make sure to stay tuned with these updates, and we'll keep you updated if anything more exciting happens with Turbo. So that was about it for this video, guys. In this video, we did take a look at Turbo and take a look at the crazy breakout that's happening with Turbo. It's going absolutely crazy. And if you do want to stay updated on Turbo, what it does, and any breakouts it does, do make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Drop a comment down below on what you think about Turbo, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.
So shout out to Wealth Management Hub. Moving forward, this is Trading Sniper.
700.
Thank you. Also be joining us for Turbo Day on Tuesday. Let's see what he has to say as well. Oh, some of these out. That was the wrong one. But let's see what he has to say real quick.
150 million in volume. Prepared for what this coin is going to do this cycle. You got to get locked in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Super, super exciting news surrounding Turbo. I mean, this coin has been going absolutely nuclear. When I recorded the video for yesterday, we were somewhere around this price over here of 0.0032. And oh my God, a lot of things have changed. A lot of things have changed. We have pumped super, super heavy. So, you know, I did say, there might be a little bit of a pullback from this green zone. And once again, we come to the green zone, we reject for 4 to 8 hours, and then we just smash it, right? Remember, once things are bullish, when it could technically sell off of certain zones like coins, other cryptos, stocks, forex, whatever it is. But when it's super bullish, right, it enters a zone, it may sell off for like a little bit for a couple hours, and then it just says, all right, that's enough, and it just continues. And that is exactly what happened here, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is really, really, really good, right? All we have to do right now is just kind of close, right? Kind of close strong. Even if we go back down to, just 0.004, just this big range, that is going to be more than enough, right? That is going to be more than enough. If I get this big red zone, there we go. Um, Even technically down here, right? Obviously, we want it to end really, really strong, but even if we technically close somewhere here, this is really good. And the reason why I say this, ladies and gentlemen, is because we are finally above this big, big crucial zone, right? When price dropped and we were rejecting here for a couple of weeks, we said this is going to be probably a decent buying opportunity. And then the market and everything just plummeted, right? And then we're like, all right, well, this really should be one of the final spots where we, bounce off and recover. And that's exactly what happened, right? It was on top of the last all-time highs, from a while ago, but it was off of the weekly closes, right? We saw multiple weekly candles. We touched it, and then we instantly started to reverse. Plus, Bitcoin started to pump. Plus, there's more liquidity in the markets as we expected. And man, let me tell you, we are back above this very crucial green box, this one up here. And let me tell you, as long as this weekly candle closes anywhere above, let's just say this red line, we are in the clear. So we still have a couple days to go, right? A little bit of a rejection and pullback is going to be normal, okay? It is going to be normal. Even if we were to crash, well, quote unquote crash, down 22%. Do not worry, because listen, in the last 2 weeks, okay, we have shot up at one point 310%, which means you would have made 4.1 times the money you put in if you literally bought at the bottoms. But even just this week alone, right? If we take it to pretty much, let's just say Monday, at one point you would have been up 2.5 times your position. So we're up 150% on just a week, or we were at one point. Now we're up 107. Look, some type of rejection is normal, right? We can't keep this up always. We will pump. Okay, listen. When altcoin season happens and when Turbo will be expanding to where it's going to expand, which will be above these highs, right? Above these highs, it is probably going to have a very nice amount of good pumps consistently throughout the whole month. I'm going to say I expect roughly 4 green big weekly candles. So we would expect whatever, something like this or even larger, but times 4 once altcoin season is here. So at that point, you can expect, consistent, 15 to 35, 40, 50% pump days until we hit bear season, because that's going to indicate that that is going to be near the end of the cycle. But we will talk about, the end of the cycle once we get there. But look, yeah, we reclaim this territory. What I expect a little bit is some type of pullback. Absolutely normal, right? We might even, slow down for maybe a couple of weeks or not, right? Because Turbo has been pulling off surprises. I will say, though, there is a lot of imbalance, right? There is a lot of imbalance pretty much above this red zone of 0.0035, meaning there's not a lot of support all the way until this zone right over here of 0.0076. So even if we do have a little bit of pullback, the next time we explode, we'll probably within a week hit this territory or even higher, right? Even higher, so that when we do have a little bit of a pullback, we actually start respecting this zone all over again. After this, right? Because this is pretty much going to be most likely the blueprint. I cannot tell you the exact timing because I am not a wizard, but look, pretty much something like this, more or less, is going to be expected. And then we're probably going to get to, equal highs, pull back down probably 50% from the equal highs in this position, consolidate a little bit, then consistently build higher and higher lows. And then once we start expanding, I mean, we are literally going to go and burst for, multiple weeks. Now, here's the deal, people, right? Here's the deal. If we can reach something like this before Bitcoin dominance crashes a lot, right? Before Bitcoin dominance crashes a lot. So if we go to Bitcoin dominance, right, we expect Bitcoin dominance to go 69 to 71%. If we can go, let's say up to the equal highs and start pumping even more, right? Let's say by the time let's say Bitcoin dominance comes back to somewhere in this zone, right? Somewhere in this zone, right? And let's say Turbo at that point is going to be roughly also near its all-time highs. If Bitcoin dominance, once Bitcoin dominance crashes a good amount, because it's going to have an initial crash kind of like this, right? We're going to crash a couple percent and then we're going to go sideways. So if we are at Turbo's all-time highs and then we have this Bitcoin dominance crash, that means we are going to expand here, right? We're going to already expand here, meaning that we're going to fly for probably 2 to 4 weeks. So we're going to see something like this. We're going to expand a good amount. Now, I don't know what price point exactly, but the reason why I'm telling you this is because this is actually going to be the best case scenario. Because I'm mentioning this because I believe Turbo can actually pull this off out of many coins, right? And then once we go sideways, like the way Bitcoin dominance is going to be going, right? Bitcoin dominance. I'll go back to this chart. Once we drop in Bitcoin dominance and we start going sideways for a couple of weeks, we're going to go sideways for a couple of weeks with Turbo. And then once Bitcoin dominance drops, right, probably down at least to the minimum, I'd say, mid 40s, even potentially down to these levels, right? Once that happens, that is when Turbo would be hitting those new all-time levels that no one expected, right? So we had the initial crash of a couple percent for Bitcoin dominance, which caused us to pump, and then we go sideways for weeks on Bitcoin dominance, which means Turbo's go sideways for a while, and then Turbo has its final 4-week pump, right? That is what I expect. The Turbo has its final 4-week pump, and then that is ultimately where we cash out. So even if we were to play it out like literally like this, we would hit something like 24 cents, which we talked about is very, very possible, right? And to show you an example of what happened with Doge last time around, it literally, what I just explained with Turbo happened with Doge, right? So we can see that Doge had, market structure, and then it expanded massively, right? This thing expanded massively to the upside for, a couple of weeks. I mean, it's technically only like 2 to 3 weeks, right? It expanded massively, right? And then we can see it consolidate for a couple of weeks, and then for 4 weeks, it pretty much just straight pumped, and that's when it hit its highs. So that's exactly what I was talking about for Turbo, right? If Turbo, let's pretend this is Turbo's current highs, right? Let's pretend this is Turbo's current highs, and we're still recovering, right? If Turbo can really, really pump while Bitcoin dominance just goes down, like 6, 7, 8, 10%, then we'll have a similar situation with like what happened to Doge, where Doge has insane profits. Then, like again, Bitcoin dominance, like we discussed before, will go sideways for a couple of weeks, sideways move for a couple of weeks, and then we can see pretty much for 4 weeks we pumped, green 1 week, and then second week in this context was red, but then third week and fourth week we peaked, right? Which we always talked about on this channel. So that's what I'm talking about, right? That's what I'm talking about. It's going to be the same thing for Turbo. Now I know it might be a little confusing, but hopefully, you can just rewatch this video and see exactly what I mean. If Turbo can come back up to similar levels, Bitcoin dominance starts dropping, we start expanding, then Bitcoin dominance goes sideways like this for a couple of weeks, and then the real altcoin season happens once Turbo's already this high, then we will most definitely be hitting insane levels, right? At that point, we can be hitting very, very insane levels of 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 billion market cap. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to stay there long. Remember, people, you have to, 750 million in volume. That is crazy. That is crazy. I did not even realize that. Holy, 750 million volume. Damn, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually crazy. Let's see the holders for a second, right? Let's see the holders. Sorry if you hear my computer. Gotta clear it out. We actually lost. I mean, we peaked. Okay, so we peaked in holders, and then some. I guess some people sold. People that are selling now, you know, you're allowed to do what you're allowed to do, but you really are missing the bigger picture. And this is the bigger picture, ladies and gentlemen, right? If we are hitting 750 million volume now, imagine during altcoin season. Imagine during altcoin season when the most amount of money is going to be getting pumped, when all the money is going to be flooding into altcoins. We are not prepared. We are not prepared for the craziness that's going to happen, right? And we're 144th in the world. That is just beyond this world. We were just at one point, remember, we're at 280, right? We were at 280. We're almost out of the top 200, heading into almost top 300. And look at that, 144th in the damn world. All right, we are going to check, you know, the volume in the last 24 hours globally. And we can see that, ladies and gentlemen, Turbo is 17th. Turbo 17th. All right, show all, show all. There's no way. Even then, there's no way. Let's do the volume. 17th, 19th. Wow. 19th out of the whole entire crypto market. And guys, people don't even consider us a top meme coin yet. You know, I don't even think we're technically in the top 10 yet, but I know we will be. We are hitting this type of volume during now. Bitcoin's not even at 120K. Bitcoin's not even at 130K. Bitcoin's not even at 140K. And we're hitting this type of volume. Whoa. Altcoin season is not even here, and we're hitting this type of volume. There's supposed to be like billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of more dollars entering this market over the next couple months. Hundreds of billions. And we still hit this type of volume now. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, Turbo is the truth and Turbo is the way. Amen. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy.
Turbo is the way. Shout out to who is this? The trading sniper. Actually, that's pretty cool. Turbo is the way. I need to use that and keep that for future videos. But no worries there. Let's see what Rashawn had to say this morning. And I think this is Crypto Cop. Who the freak? Yeah, let's see what Bro has to say real quick.
More that compared to all the other meme coins that we've seen run in the last couple of days, Turbo ran the hardest. I mean, volume was literally double the price of the market cap. And today we're having a little bit of a pullback. And I think that this is an amazing time for you guys to load up. I always say this, guys. I literally preach this in my videos. Never chase the green candles. You guys always want to be buying on the pullbacks because trust me, there's always going to be pullbacks. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Ro. We cover the latest and the greatest crypto content. Guys, I talk about crypto literally every single day. I literally made a video on Turbo yesterday. I showed you guys how I've uploaded over 360 videos on Turbo. Guys, I've been uploading Turbo videos for almost a year now. So if you guys are new around here, subscribe, like today's video, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on anything. Now, one thing I do need to say, guys, is I want to get to 15K very badly on this channel. So if you guys can help your boy out and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Not just that, guys, but I'm like literally on all socials. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, X, and my username is literally Roshan Silva. So if you guys want, go drop me a follow everywhere else as well. With that being said, though, let's hop into today's video. First things first, right? We're going to take a look at coin market cap because this is kind of our bread and butter. This is where we start off with. We do a little market analysis. Market cap down 15% in the last 24 hours. You can see the volume is still basically double the price of market cap. One thing you do need to know is that volume usually precedes market cap. When the volume is a lot higher than the market cap, which again is very rare, you don't see that too often. you usually see the market cap start to climb. Now, this volume increasing, guys, shows that a lot of traders are pouring their money into Turbo. They're trading Turbo. A lot of exchanges are making money off it. And the good part is, guys, when you see this type of volume from exchanges, from whatever it may be, this entices more companies to come out and list it. Because if you didn't know, Turbo is not going out there. They're not paying anyone to list their token. This is literally a free market, open market. They have to buy this thing just like everyone else. So listen, Coinbase these last couple months, they have been adding onto their turbo bag consistently. I seen the chart; it was like a linear chart, just going up, up, and up. And I have to say, if these exchanges know that something is huge is coming, why are we not buying turbo? I always like to say this, right? Exchanges are a business. They're not in this to lose money, guys. They're in this to make money. So obviously, they know that there's a big, big demand for turbo. Now, right now, turbo sitting at 204,158. I believe we ran up to about 2053, which is a market cap of around 372 million. So the market cap just down about 90 million right now. Again, not the end of the world. A slight pullback was needed in the last 7 days, guys. We are up 131%. Again, still a solid play. Nothing has really changed. A meme coin made by AI for the people. It combines both meme coins, combines AI coins into probably one of the best plays that you can get into. I mean, guys, you tell me what other meme coin has ran this hard in the last couple of days. Now, the biggest reason as to why we are seeing a little bit of sell-off is because the entirety of the market is down a little bit. You can see in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin down 1%, Ethereum down 3%. I'm glad that Ethereum's actually holding above 1700 though, because I feel like that was such a hard kind of resistance area for us to break past. And now that we've done that, $2,000 is the next target for me, at least. Now you can see here this big, big, big green candle, guys, that literally blew up from 2018 all the way to 2044. Literally past that, you can see this wick literally went all the way above 2005, came back down, and hopefully this demand area over here now that we do hold off on this area very well, guys. Because what I think happened was, boom, tried to break past the 203 mark, happened, came back down, wick down, broke past it, wick above the 205, wasn't able to break past it, but guys, we're at the 204 mark, which is a new demand area, and hopefully we do hold this really, really well, and then start our ascent towards the upside. Now, all of this is dependent upon what the overall crypto market does. You can see the fear and greed index has flipped to a neutral. And the biggest thing that you want to keep an eye on is the fear and greed index. When it gets into the greed area, extreme greed area, keep a close eye on it, because that is usually a sign of a reversal in the market. That's usually a sign of a retracement in the market. That's usually how it goes, because the market sentiment right now, I know, is very bullish. There's people over on X talking about how a huge altcoin season cycle is starting next week. How Bitcoin's going to 250K next week. So there's a lot of kind of FOMO being created in the Twitter space side of things. So just be very careful, guys. Now, obviously, make sure you guys follow Turbo over on X at 110,000 followers. Their birthday is quickly approaching. I'm super excited because I'm going to be participating, guys. I might be joining some AMAs, some lives, some spaces, maybe doing some giveaways. Cannot wait for that day, because Turbo has literally changed my life, my career, literally everything, guys. I was able to retire from my job, all because of your guys' support. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. Obviously, thank you to God, because He made this possible. But listen, everyone could do it, guys. I even talk about how I got my dream car. If you guys stick with the cryptos that you know, and you literally take profits, you get in early, you're literally able to make generational wealth, guys. Turbo didn't come to play, but somehow won everything anyway, accepting this award on behalf of every legendary token out there. Turbo is criminally undervalued. A 20 to 40x this year wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, that sounds fair. Wouldn't surprise me either. Turbo's getting ready for another bullish wave, expecting 200+% gain in this move. I would absolutely love to see that. One of the biggest reasons as to why I'm bullish on Turbo is that their community surpasses, triumphs every other meme coin community I've been a part of. These guys are one of the most cult-like communities in this crypto space, and that is exactly what you need to be a part of, guys. A cult-like community. Doge was the first meme coin made by humans, but Turbo is the first meme coin created, generated by AI with the help of humans. Embrace the future. The torch has been passed. They laugh, they'll understand soon. Now, this is showing that in comparison to Doge, It's about 88x. Now, I don't know if we can do an 88x, boys. Obviously, 37 cents is crazy. I don't even know what market cap that brings us to, but I've always been very bullish, very open about my price predictions for Turbo. I've covered it several times. There's a bunch of videos on my channel about it. And if you want to know, when exactly, if you want notification to your phone when I sell Turbo, because there is going to be a day when I sell Turbo, make sure you guys check out the Meme Coin Mastery, guys. You guys can literally check it out down in the description. It'll take you there. It's literally super cheap, guys. Cheaper than getting a coffee every single month. You get to know when I'm buying, when I'm selling, get access to exclusive content, and so much more. Make sure you check out the Meme Coin Mastery. Links in the description. Turbo, if it repeats the same setup it's done in the last 7 days, we will easily blow past a penny. Throw in Robinhood or a Bybit listing announcement, we could see 3 to 4 cents igniting the road to 10 cents. That would be absolutely massive. I cannot wait for that to happen. I'm super bullish, guys, on a 5 to 10 cent turbo. Came out, talked about it numerous times now. So if you guys are new around here and you want to know, what cryptos I'm talking about, make sure you subscribe because I cover crypto every single day. This is my bread and butter. Obviously, I've been able to travel because of it. I've been able to get my dream car because of it.
So shout out to Ro. I think he will be joining the Turbo Day as well. So after the AMA, I might start a live and we can bring on people to keep the Turbo Day going most of the day. I think there's another video. There is. I'm not even sure who this is. So don't get too carried away with this as well. What up, Rosa? What up, Extreme Car Care? April 29th or before that, I'm looking at 0.007. Let me see here. You said 0.007. Oh, wow, that's a pretty nice push up. Rosa. I think there's where is it? Is it this guy? 007. 007. That ain't it. Dang it. I hope I didn't mess my chart up. Oh, dang it. Okay, there we go. There's a measuring tool somewhere. Yeah, here we go. It said 007. All right, this is not what we, okay, here we go. 070 here. And I didn't measure anything. 36% by Tuesday. So that would be nice, Rosa, if it does happen. But let's do this last little video. Turbo's down 6.2%. Let me start this last video before we shut it down. This is Crypto Cop.
Said take profit at 50s area. You didn't took a profit because you were getting extra over bullish that no, I will sell it at the highest and this and that. No, it is at 42s, and we are going to talk about this in detail. The problem is simple problem that when price goes upside and you guys watch the bullish and green candle, you start thinking that it will never come down and only good thing. Okay. And when it
Yeah, John mentioned he'd probably come, but he wasn't sure if he was going to talk or host or anything, which is kind of strange, but I don't know. Maybe there's something pending litigation or contract or something. But we will see. I don't know why he doesn't talk on our AMAs. But if he comes, that would be cool too. But we will see the Holy Trinity for Turbo. That would be nice. But we will see either way it goes.
will start dumping down, you start thinking like it will never come upside again. So this is actually a psychology, and I think this is the cycle. When we go upside, we comes down because the correction is required. If correction is required, correction is due. Profit taking is necessary thing, and this is just a message for the people who are following, who want to understand the things and proper about the charts and the psychology and the concepts. So this is something. Now we will talk about two coin in this video. The first one is Turbo coin, and the next one is Nero coin that is available on Binance Exchange. And a very important video it is that I told you that Nero is going to follow the Turbo coin. Turbo, Nero, and Baby Doge, these are the three coin. They are the sibling coin. Like they perform one by one sometime together. So Turbo did very well. Turbo is still looking bullish. We are going to talk about Turbo in a detail first. And make sure subscribe, turn on the notifications to never ever miss the upcoming updates. Here we will see $296 million market cap, around the $300 million. Volume is still so big, $360 million. Coin available to trade on all the US based exchanges, even on Binance. And now we will see a chart and setting, guys. This is something I told you that this is the target. And currently it is not losing its momentum. That was just a profit taking wick, and we have to wait and watch for the closing of this candle. Okay. What is the scenario now when we can buy back this coin again? Guys, if I would be in your place, I would not buy again this coin. Okay. I would prefer to go on something that is just going to start now, similarly to the Turbo coin. And I shared Nero coin yesterday, and I will talk about this in a detail in the same video. Okay. Now, currently it is standing at the zone, and 38 is the important region, and I think we have to hold above this area. And one more thing, we will go to the RSI, and RSI on a 2 day. Look at this guy. On a 2 day, it is highly and extremely overbought here. More upside, we can expect another retest toward 0.053 or even higher. But now we are at the highest. We need to have one red candle here, then we can confidently jump after correction for the upside. Okay. Right now, that was just a wake upside, and it pumped big, guys, from here to here, 100% on a turbo coin. That was huge. Now we go to the 5 day, what the 5 day chart is telling us. Now, this is something you want to listen. On a 5 day, there's a huge upside room for the turbo coin, and May is gonna be great for the turbo if your target are high and if you're waiting for the highest level. Okay, another 100% from here to here, it would be like 0.0092. But on the first wave, it was very much juicy. On the next leg up, now we have to wait upside, downside, the risk involved, and all that. So that was my thought for the turbo. And now we will go to the Nero. Where is the Nero, guys? Yes, this is the Nero. It is looking similar to the turbo coin before it exploded upside of 100% in a day. I'm going to show you something. These are the two target, like two levels here. 0.000037 is the target for this coin, and we are here at this area. And this coin is just trying to break this region of the 24. 2460 is a very, very important. Okay, for the Neo coin, 0.0025, you can say. Once we flip this area, okay, you will see quick pump upside toward that region, like a turbo coin. From here to here, it is going to be 70%. But right now, it is struggling. And overall, we need to break this zone. I'm going to show you. We are still in the downtrend on a Nero coin. Nero is not just started. Okay, Nero is very much early, and seems like there's a buying coming in this coin, and it is just trying to build the momentum here. I'm going to show you something. Overall, it is making lower lows, lower high, lower this, and okay, this is making this kind of a structure. And now it seems like it is here getting bottom out. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. It is going to be the lower high, but right now we need to clear this zone. Once we clear, then the coin will break its downtrend, and you will see this is something here like this. Okay, or we will go upside toward the 37, or even guys toward the 0.065. But right now, as the Nero on Binance, Nero CTO is the name of this coin, is not moving upside. I think they decided this time to bring up a Nero on Ethereum that I shared 2 days ago that it is going to have a breakout and pump almost 100%. I made a video update on that coin that was also very juicy, like a turbo. Okay, so now they are putting more focus on Nero on Ethereum. That is the reason. It seems like they are deliberately pumping that coin and ignoring this coin. And I think once that Nero on Ethereum done, they will start shifting their moving their money to the Neo on Binance. Like uh, this is first Nero on Ethereum. Okay, well, this is the setup and this is the structure, guys. Nothing changed with the Nero, and just a matter of time. How low we can go? Another thing that is the important one. The maximum downside is like to 19.
Okay, yeah, I might have to unmute. But think Suave, and he started going down a rabbit hole with Nero. So we're gonna shut it down. Don't forget to tell your friends, tell your mom's sister's boyfriend, barber about Turbo Day. Tuesday, 5 days away from Turbo Day. Let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days away. Can't wait. But as always, gotta end it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and super chat. And remember, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. Miner out.